Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Score Queen Intuition. Welcome in. Come on in. Let's see what universal and divine messages you guys have for the month of June. Okay, so it's time to get serious this reading. All right, we're going to tap in and see what you guys really need to know right now for your spiritual journey and your evolution. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Taurus. We're going to start out with our surrender. What do you need to surrender? See what you need to release. What do you need to let go? What may be some blockages here, okay? All right. What's Taurus need to know? Surrender your need to always be right, Taurus. Sounds like a Taurus. All right, because we're gonna stand firm. And I say that because my moon is in Taurus. So I feel how Taurus feel, okay? I process my emotions. And when we feel how we feel about something, we stand strong on it, okay? But surrender your need to always be right, okay? Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help you resolve conflicts and improve your relationships, okay? So I'm getting a sense where I'm picking up on where it's kind of like both sides can be true. Like you may feel like you're right in something, they feel like they're right in something, but you're not willing to see their side where they feel like they're right in it. So it's kind of like just agreeing to disagree, and just coming to those terms and say, okay, well, maybe both sides can be true in a sense, and we just leave it there. But sometimes, you know, we may right fight because we want the other person to just agree that they are wrong and we are right. So if you're having this energy with someone, Spirit is just saying surrender it. It's okay to let them feel how they feel, and you can still feel how you feel, and you know, like let bygones be bygones, right? So let's see what else we got here. Surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substance, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So maybe some of you guys are trying to release some addictions or unhealthy habits, okay? At the bottom, you have surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal, doing something fun. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So it seems like you guys might be a little tense and you're using maybe substances or other things to kind of bring some sort of joy or sense of comfort. But Spirit is saying just get out and enjoy yourself, right? Just get out and clear your mind, do something fun. Just let go for a little bit, okay? I'm just getting a lot of tense energy that you've been around, you know, and just maybe in this space of trying to process things with situations and people. And you found ways to cope, but the universe is saying they may not be the most healthy ways, like you smoke or drink, you know, to kind of handle things. And Spirit is saying kind of get out of that energy and find other ways to cope by getting out and enjoying yourself, or maybe doing something that's fun or freeing for you. It may just be a hobby that you pick up, something like that. But yeah, let's see. Surrender to play, surrender your need to always be right, and surrender your addictions. Okay. What messages we have here for Taurus? Remain positive, guys. Okay, remain positive. That's definitely the energy I'm feeling here. Like, because sometimes when things are happening and you're getting these tense energies with people, or there are certain things that's going on that's bringing chaos, we find certain ways to cope. Sometimes our flesh is going to take over, and instead of it thinking and saying, oh, let's, okay, not ho, but sorry, like, hey, let's go take a walk in the park and just clear our mind, or just get out and breathe some fresh air. No, we go take a shot, right? We go roll up. So that's kind of like what Spirit is saying, like move from that to finding other ways to cope and handle things, okay? And then at the bottom of that deck, you have ask your angels, okay? So if you need support, guidance, ask your angels, ask your spiritual team. They are there for you, okay? Whatever that may be. All right, let's see what other messages do we have here for you, Taurus. Let's see. I keep seeing abundance, so I'm definitely seeing an abundant energy, though, that is surrounding you. Okay. You have flow. What else do we have here for Spirit? Sheesh. Okay, what was that? Okay, that was happiness. Definitely feel like Spirit is saying, let some happiness flow. Let a sense of joy flow. It's like I'm getting like an energy of you guys needing to go back to like a childlike energy. It says going forward. Stay still, put dollar. What do we have here? All right, delight. What do we have here? Taurus. Just get one more card for Taurus. I'm trying to see what's gonna just fall out on its own and release. Okay. And wisdom. All right, so I just feel like these are all kind of separate individual messages. So let's see, what's this energy of flow? What's this energy of flow? What's the messages for flow here, Spirit? Messages for flow. What is this energy of flow? Ooh, Ace of Swords. I see a clear mind. I see communication. I see new ideas, right? Letting new ideas flow. Being creative with your thoughts and clearing your mind, okay? Letting that energy flow to you. Let's see what the Ace of Swords says. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration. Seeing the truth of a situation. A challenging beginning, okay? Ooh, and the Ace of Cups here at the bottom. All right. So I just see new love coming in, a flow of something coming in that's bringing communication. Maybe this is where Spirit is telling you like to let the communication flow with love and a clear mind. It's kind of like what I'm hearing. Love, power, and a sound mind. Like God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And that's like what I'm feeling right now. Like no matter what you're going through, keep your mind and your heart clear. Let whatever divine messages you get flow through, as opposed to you putting your guard up and putting your defenses up. Like handle them in a gentle manner, I guess is what I'm saying. Let's say going forward. 8 of Air, which is the 8 of Swords. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So some of you guys are not moving forward in the way that you need to because you may have some fearful thoughts or fearful ideas that you've been telling yourself. And it's this illusion of you being trapped, but you're not, okay? So this could be where the thoughts coming in that make you, go to other coping mechanisms that you shouldn't use to try to get through things. Maybe you're not communicating with people the way need to, or you're not expressing what you feel and how you think, and it's kind of being trapped. It's just getting trapped and bottled up all inside of you. Okay, let's see delight. So that's you being like in a delightful energy, just being happy, being free. What is this energy? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing for you guys. I do see a shift. I see a change. It says, the wheel says, a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. The Wheel of Fortune here, that could be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. Release. What is this release? Wow. Now, this was judgment in the reverse. Okay. So now, judgment says, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. And you have judgment in the reverse. So it's time for you guys to definitely officially make a decision to release something, okay? To make better choices, make better judgment calls. I see you just, maybe it is a time for you to evaluate certain situations and have these conversations out of love with these individuals, because there could be a sense of addiction with someone here, and it's an intense addiction, but you're still there. You're still holding on to it, because clearly there's love, and maybe you're trying to talk to this person. They're not seeing it. You're not seeing their side. And it's just becoming more, you know, maybe more of an issue than anything. Let's see. You have the Three of Cups here, clarifying wisdom. Maybe you have some information or knowledge you're giving someone, or advice you're giving them surrounding a relationship, or like having a child, or something like that. Maybe they're not taking your advice, or you feel how you feel about it. They, and they feel how they feel about it. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So I'm seeing Scorpio here twice, and then I have the Wheel of Scorpio here twice, and Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. And I just saw Scorpio again in this deck here. Let's see. So you guys may have heavy, I told you, I was going to say, you guys may have heavy Scorpio in your chart. Work through your fears. That's what I just saw. So work through your fears, guys. I told you there are fears here that you have in regards to moving forward, either with a person or with certain things in your life that you need to make changes for and release. And there's things that's holding you back, fear that's keeping you crippled, in those places, in those situations, in those addictions, and instead of releasing them and moving forward and just making that, choice. Let's see. You're very close to achieving your goal. Give you a smooth. Okay, and then at the bottom, guys, you have a new start is coming. Okay, so when I tell you a new start is coming, there is definitely a shift in the energy that's coming, guys, but you got to stay positive. Like the card says, remain positive. Some of you guys may have a lot going on, and if you did release addictions in the past, some of you guys may be wanting to, feeling the need to kind of revert back to that, but the universe is telling you stay positive, remain positive, talk on it, speak on it, whatever you need to do, to clear your mind. Okay. Got overwhelmed here, and at the bottom, stop worrying. Look at that, guys. Okay. Alright, what's the energy oracle message do we have here for the garden and the gate in the reverse? Okay. And you have a caring connection at the bottom. Let's see what else we got. And you have action in the reverse. Okay. And cornucopia at the bottom. So that's those blessings. That's that Wheel of Fortune energy, that abundance coming in. But let's see what the garden and the gate says here. Number 30 in the reverse. So the garden and the gate is about abundant prosperity and staying safe. Now, remember, I told you I kept seeing abundance coming out here. So if this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And you do, and when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicities abound. And the affirmation says, I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. Okay. And let's see what this action in the reverse is. So action in the reverse says, action is the accelerant that ignites your desire, but when this card is reversed, you may find that something is missing in your determination or your follow through. Perhaps you've been engaging in more wishful thinking than any consistent effort. Or perhaps you need to make some adjustments in what you're paying attention to. And that's what I was saying, guys. More so shifting your energy from this into something else, like transmuting that energy. Okay. Or perhaps you need to make some adjustments on what you've been paying attention to. Okay. Create a structured plan. Then make sure you take daily action. This will move you close to your goals. Be flexible yet persistent, and ever conscious of your ability to act on your own behalf. The affirmation says, I am responsible for my own life. I take action towards my goals and my own happiness every day. So you know it is like something here or someone here is kind of dictating your happiness in a way. And this is where you're kind of bottling that energy in, holding it in, maybe not speaking on it or expressing it or really doing what you truly feel like you need to be doing, right? Okay. Let's see. The cards just be flying everywhere. Hold on, guys. Okay. Messages that we have here. These are career and finance messages. So let's see. So new assets. So you guys might be getting something new, a new car. You have entry level. Maybe a new job, a new position. Overtime. Some of you guys may be working a lot, just trying to, make some change in your life. Maybe that's why you could be, overwhelmed, not, having much fun. Well, I'm saying surrender to play, because maybe you guys are all working, no play right now. Unexpected. Okay, guys, it's flipped over like 3 times. Unexpected expenses. So maybe you guys are working overtime to kind of cover some expenses, maybe some medical expenses. And you got we're hiring job search. So some of you guys may be looking for something new. If you are, did just the entry level overtime, and you might be getting a job where you get more hours. Okay. Maybe you're looking for a part-time job to cover some extra expenses. Okay, you got protection. You are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. I told you there was like this flow of clarity coming through, right? And it may come to you as you're communicating with someone, as you're talking to them, as you're hearing what they're saying. But just know that you are being protected, okay? There is some deceitful energy around you, and maybe this is why you feel the need to argue with this person and prove to them or express to them that you're right. But they could be manipulating, and you know it. So don't get trapped. Don't get caught up in that, in that energy with this person, because it's overwhelming. You have gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too. Okay. And taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. You see that, guys? So I think some of you guys have been more stuck in your head. And look at what we end another deck with. Wisdom. Again, all right. So you are called to serve as a mentor for someone or as a role model and guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So I told you guys, all of this is happening for you to gain wisdom, for you to gain experience, because you are meant to help. You are meant to lead. You are meant to maybe speak to people. Maybe that's what some of you guys want to do. But I see, no matter what you're going through, guys, you gained the wisdom, you know. Some of you guys might use your stories, your testimonies to help others, especially if you have recovered from addiction. Okay. Magic of pretending. Visualize ideal situation. Be detailed. Play the part. See as manifested. Speak it into existence and be certain. So whatever you want, pretend you already have it. It's a very powerful form of manifestation. Okay. All right. So you got release attachment. It says, be free of expectations. Feel great about letting go. Longing gives the vibe of not having. So you got to release some sort of attachment here, okay? Whatever that attachment is, okay? Whatever that, like I said, that negative attachment that you guys may have started to shift to, whether it's a person, whether it's a substance, whatever, okay? It's time to release it. That's why you saw release negativity. I thought that was surrender fear. Something said about letting go of negativity. But inner peace, clearing past ancient trauma, clearing past our ancient trauma, physical, mental, and spiritual practices. Love inner child. So this is you guys just finding that inner peace. Some of you guys have been struggling with finding that inner peace due to other people, other situations. And that's where that energy of finding unhealthy ways to cope with that, okay? So the spirit is saying definitely release that and find true inner peace, okay? And at the bottom, you have daily habits, self-care, morning, evening, self-care, morning and evening success routines, make healthy choices, uh, cumulative effects, and subliminal. So just taking, doing daily routines to help keep your mind at ease, self-care, just taking care of yourself, finding other habits and healthy habits versus the negative habits. Now, I know I felt that energy of negativity somewhere, but it says negativity, distorted views or wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influence, and be gracious. That's more of what I'm feeling, the outside influence. It could also be a form of self-sabotage here, but more so the negative outside influences that I'm picking up on someone here around you, okay? But that was your reading, Taurus. That was a lot there, okay? But I hope that it was helpful for you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell so you'll know when I'm back. And I will see you guys next time.